This tree is an Andean Oak in Cedars Park, Cheshunt, Hertfordshire. A few years ago I did a video as part of the Friends of Cedars Park as a tree trail going around the park and looking at different trees, and this was one of them. And the reason that this is interesting is because it's an incredibly rare tree to see outside of Colombia and Panama, high up in the mountains. And to see one here is very unusual. And the reason we found out that this was an Andean oak is because we did a tree identification project in this park. You can see from 2019, when we put these tags on, that they've just crumbled inwards with the growth of the tree. But this identification project is something that's very interesting to actually learn about the trees around you. But we were very surprised to look at different books and different apps and things and try and work out the different identification. And we found out that this one was actually an Andean oak because we cross-referenced it with different things. And the last time we looked, it was quite diseased. It seems to be growing quite well, apart from a few little bits that may have been affected by some kind of disease, perhaps because this isn't the ideal climate for this tree. And we had some different discoloration in there. You can see there's a few small bits with it on here, but nothing much really, only a few spots. Most of it's quite healthy, and actually I'm very surprised to see this growing so well here. But if there are any tree experts that dispute this identification of an Andean oak, then please do get in touch. But from what we know, this is the correct identification. And it's just very unusual to see in the UK because they're not really expected to grow so well here, because they normally only high in the mountains in those South American climates. But it's very interesting, and if you complete a project similar to this, identifying trees in your local area, you may be surprised to actually know that you have some interesting ones there that you never knew about. Look at where the trees are from and where they're growing now, because some of them may really surprise you that you've got some quite rare and interesting and unique trees around you that you never even noticed before. But that's just something that I thought was quite interesting here. Thank you.